Good evening, everybody. It's Dr. Richie with Limitless Chiropractic here for our Tuesday night spinal workshop. So today is April 16th. We are starting our weekly workshops both in person and online. Okay, so tonight's topic is mind over body. And I thank you for being here on this specific workshop, sitting and listening and gaining something from it. You know, we leave the workshop with what we set out to get from the workshop. So my hope is that you set out to enhance something about our mind over body topic, whether it's a new nugget for you or whether it's just reaffirming something you already do or already know, whatever that may be for you. I hope you come in with an open mind, eager to learn. So this workshop tonight, and again, we'll be out of here in an efficient manner for y'all, but this workshop tonight is talking about the mental aspect of healing. We always talk about pain. We talk about, the discomfort of it, the length of it, the decision to fix the cause or maintain and diminish the symptoms, pain management. We talk about all the physical things we have to do, the adjustments, the exercises, the traction, but we don't often talk about the mental aspect of healing. So, what we need to dive into is how does our brain play into our ability to get well? And we're going to talk about three specific topics tonight. So, first one is attitude. Okay, your attitude directly affects your results. What do we mean by that? Well, if you come into any place, but we'll say our office, right? If you walk into Limitless Chiropractic as a new patient and you're pouty, moany, groany, and you come in here and you're like, well, so-and-so said that, this is going to work. I don't believe it's going to work. I don't believe in chiropractic. I'm here because they told me to be here and I was tired of people telling them about it. Well, got a pretty stinky attitude. That attitude is not going to aid you in increasing your body's ability to get over these hurdles faster. In fact, it could potentially make it more difficult. Because not only do we have to change the tissue structure, change how things are sitting, change how the body is interpreting these nerve impulses, we also have to change your attitude about being here. So it could make it longer. Versus the patient that walks in that says, I've heard amazing things about chiropractic and headaches. I've tried everything, and this is the last spot, but I really think that this is the place that I need to be. That person has a much better attitude and outlook towards their healing process. They're going to be more able to understand and want to implement each of the steps we ask them to do so they can heal themselves as efficiently and as competently as possible. Versus that person that's just here because they were told to be here. One, they may not make it to the report, may not make it through the report. Or number two, they're not going to take what we're telling them as serious as the person who believes that this is the right place. Their attitude, their outlook is positive. They have faith that they will get through this ailment or injury that they're dealing with. So number one is attitude. Number two is desire. Specifically the question of what is your desired end result? Everybody has a different desired end result. If your desired end result is strictly superficial care, which is get me out of pain, that's it. If your desire is superficial care and just pain management and getting rid of my pain, then your desired end result is going to be different than somebody who desired end result is to fix the problem as to why they have their pain. Two completely different outlooks. So if Mr. Jones, and if I have Mr. Jones in the building, and Mr. Jones' desire is to just get rid of the pain, just superficial care, get my pain gone, and I'm out of here, Mr. Jones is not going to see a value in fixing the problem, and Mr. Jones inevitably will be back in the door again when the pain comes back, because we are just putting band-aids on a part of the body that is not functioning properly. Okay, that's fine, but that's Mr. Jones's desired end result. Now, Mrs. McGillicuddy comes in, and Mrs. McGillicuddy's desired end result is, listen, I am tired of these headaches. I want them gone. I am tired of just treating the symptoms of the headaches. I want to know why I have headaches, and I want them gone. Mrs. McGillicuddy is not going to want her care to be superficial care. She's going to want some intense corrective care because her desired end result is different. We have to meet everybody where they're at. Now, how does this work with the mind? Well, if you only walk in here believing that this is just pain management and this is just superficial care to get rid of your pain, when we go to dive in for you to understand the problem, you're not going to tune in. You're not going to want to know. And unfortunately, we're going to be the dog chasing their tail. Now, if you're Mrs. McGillicuddy and your desire is to fix the problem, and we go back and Mrs. McGillicuddy has this great attitude about how that she believes that this is the right place for her. So check number one, Mrs. McGillicuddy's got the attitude. Two, Mrs. McGillicuddy's desired end result, that her desire to fix the problem is present. She is going to have a much better time than Mr. Jones, who was grumpy coming in because he didn't really want to be here, and all he wants to do is fix the pain. Mr. Jones and Mrs. McGillicuddy are going to get the exact same quality of care with two completely separate outcomes. It's because of how they are using this beautiful tool called our brain to help or hurt their time in the building. So, what is more important? A drive to get well and a belief that you can, or the amount of symptoms and length of symptoms? Well, some would argue that they're both very, very, very important, because potentially the amount of symptoms and length of symptoms, meaning how long these symptoms have been present, may be a really good driving factor for wanting to get well and believing that you can. But it can also be a hindrance to this, because let's say Mr. Jones is at an 8 out of 10 low back pain for the last 7 months. Is that going to drive the belief that you can get better? Or is that going to change our belief in ourselves and say that, oh, I'm going to have this forever. This is my normal pain. I have normal headaches. I have normal back pain. Those aren't true statements. Pain isn't normal. Pain is a way for our body to let us know that something isn't ideal. Pain is an indicator that something is wrong. Pain is the check engine light or the check tire pressure light in your car. Do we just duct tape over the yellow-orange light that comes on? Or do we fix it? Which person are you? Are you the person that is going to pretend that those indicators aren't on and just run your car or body into the ground? Or are you that person that understands that, okay, these indicators are on, something isn't right? So, the drive to get well, and I told you we're talking about 3 things today. Belief that you can is our third thing. Belief. So, when we look at this, we have attitude, we have our desired end result, or what we desire from this process, and belief. If you don't believe that you can, you're right. If you believe you can, you're also right. They noticed in cancer research that those who had a strong belief that they could get over or win this battle with cancer, and they had a positive attitude and outlook, and the desired end result was to win, had a better chance actually, and they healed better than those who just accepted the diagnosis and were just living or just surviving out the rest of their years. Now, does that mean that if you believe that you can get over your cancer, mean that you're going to get cured? No, I did not say that. But what the studies were showing is those who had a more positive outlook on their ability to fight it and the belief that they could were able to, they lived longer, and some of them even went into remission. So, belief is huge. If you believe you can get well, you're right. If you believe you can't, you're right. So if you come into this building, or any chiropractic office, or any doctor's office, or anywhere that fixes something, and you don't think that you can heal you, I can give you the most amazing adjustment on the planet. Not that much is going to change. I can give you the worst adjustment. Not much things are going to change. Those who believe that they can succeed way more often than those who believe that they can't. So our drive to get well and our belief that we can get well is a huge factor in the outcome and the results of our care. Number one, the person who is here is more likely to stay accountable to their plan of care, more accountable to their homework, and get better results at the end versus the person who is only concerned about the word simple. It's simple. It's easy. The desire drives the effectiveness of the care. Because if your desire is to fix it and your desire is to do the work, then you're going to see the results. If your desire is to just go with the flow and do the bare minimum to get the pain to go away, when you get your post-care x-ray, you will not be happy with the results because there will be very, very mild results as compared to that person who had the drive and the belief that they could, and they worked hard and they did as much as they could in terms of what we asked them to do. Their results are going to be much more evident, much more palpable, much more exciting than the person who is just going through the motions. So, who are you? Are you going through the motions? Do you have a belief and desire that you can, and a drive that you can, so that you invest in you? Right? Everything you do in this building, you're investing back in you. This body is the only one that I get. So it would behoove me to invest in me every day. By investing back in me, I am making sure I am maintaining what I have. I am helping to fix what might not be ideal, and I'm gonna get more quality out of more miles in this body than I would if I just waited until something was wrong. So, Our workshop talking about our mind is very, very simple. These are our 3 takeaways I want you to take with you. Number 1, you become what you believe. If you believe you're going to have neck pain forever, on some level, you are absolutely right. If you believe that this is not a definition of you, this is just a hurdle that you're moving through, but you will get through it and this will not define you, you're absolutely right. Number 2, don't let your belief define you. So we're going to play on number 1, okay? If you, and a lot of people will walk in the door saying, I have normal headaches, or, I have normal low back pain. And that's okay to start with. But don't let that belief define you. Engage in these classes. Understand that we can, if we change our thinking and our outlook, we can change our results. And number 3, the mental game is just as important as the physical work. If you're not up to the task here, you will not be up to the task here. What do we mean? Well, if you're not up to the task in believing that you can and having a desire to want to, you will find every excuse in the book to miss appointments and to not do your home exercises and your traction, and you will inevitably not do the physical work. As often as somebody who believes that they can heal, believes that they can get better, and believes that this does not define them. So your mental outlook on any process is just as important as the physical work, because it's really easy to talk ourselves out of doing things. It's really easy to create an excuse list 50 pages long as to why not, instead of trying to find just one way as to why I can. It's really easy to find why not. Why not everywhere? Why not do this? Well, I can tell you 100 reasons why I wouldn't do this. Why not go outside for a run? In the winter it's cold, it's dark, it's raining, I want coffee, my bed is warm, I have to take my dogs and I don't want to put them on, all 3 of them on the leash. You can make it why. And now let's look at the why. Should I go for a run in the morning? Because it helps my cardiovascular system work better, keeps me alive longer, keeps me fit, do the things I want to do. It was really easy to just say yes. But if our mental game is not trained and is not as strong, then those no's become much more of a priority than the yeses. So, if you're having a hard time with that mental game, especially in the beginning, if you have intense pain, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 10, let us know. We're here to help. We're here to help you through it. We want to work with you to be able to watch you change your outlook. We aren't going to change your outlook for you, just like we don't heal you. We want to help you feel empowered to do things differently because you believe it and because you can achieve it. So, we're not here to change your attitude. We're not here to heal you. We are here to help you flourish with what God gave you, your ability to survive and thrive and heal. You have it all inside. We're just helping you untap the belief that you can do it. So, you might have a strong mental game and you might not. And we want to help you regardless. We want to help you fortify the strength of your mental game if you feel like it's up there. And if it's not and you want to elevate it, we want to help walk that line and that path with you. So let us know. Reach out. So, our workshops, they're simple, they're easy, they're digestible, and they help to keep us going. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. We love providing these workshops for our patients as another way to help them enhance their care, enhance their quality of life, and enhance their overall chiropractic journey. I will see y'all next week.